Awesome. What's up, everybody? Well, I wanted to do a little different live stream for you this week. And actually, I completely forgot that yesterday was week number 79 on Sunday, and I was like, oh, I forgot about that. So my bad. But anyways, you can obviously see that I am not in my normal studio that I usually am in. And that is because I am visiting family. Well, hi, DC Areco. Welcome on. And so I wanted to, so I kind of got all, off my element, and obviously you guys can see I'm not on my computer at the moment, so I'm not going to be doing any live Q&A, but I definitely wanted to say hi and see how you guys are joining in. I know I haven't done a lot of live streams through my phone, but thanks Science, Zero Evan, and Renz, it's always good to be able to kind of chat, try to change it up, a little bit from you guys, or change it up a little bit with what I'm doing. So I'm actually in our cabin here, just that my family had in Michigan. And if you actually look back a year ago, I was doing this exact same thing. I had another live stream, but there's some things I did want to talk to you guys about as far as getting prepared for the year. So big up McLogan, I passed my exam because well, that is awesome, BMG. I am so happy to hear that. And so yeah, there are some solid things I just wanted to definitely let you guys know about. E. Sanchez, thank you very much. It is a very rustic cabin, and it is enjoy. It is also a very, good view for you guys, and actually the weather is absolutely amazing at the moment. So Gunnar, hello, and Brath Kanan, hello, Uplands Alder 2, I will be, and hey Addie, good to have you on. And yes guys, I am so sad that I missed yesterday. I literally woke up this morning and was like, hey, I missed my Sunday night live stream. I cannot believe I actually did that. So I was like, all right, I have to get on tonight, and I have to do a week stream because this is week number 79 and I haven't missed a week, so it was very important for me to get on for this. All right, one of your biggest fans of the Year of the Geometry. Well, you're very welcome, and Sweetie Pie. And also it's very nice to kind of do something where I'm not in front of my computer, so therefore I can actually say in and say hello to you guys, and thank you. So you're going to 10th grade. Your message went down, so I wasn't able to say that. Sorry about that. Hello, Hypersonic. And just like Sam BOG's class, he got me to pass you because of you. That's awesome. Can you give us sure? Power Play 23. Happy. Adi. And you helped me pass so many classes. Well, you are very welcome. I also have math videos. Awesome. Nice teacher. It's so good. So anyways, let's go and talk about a couple things I did want to let you guys know about that I will have coming up the pipeline here on my channel. You go in high school, any study tips. I will have definitely some more things on study tips. I did want to let you guys know that I am releasing probably next week a free pre-calculus, kind of preparing for pre-calculus class. That for those of you that are going into pre-calculus, going into AP calculus, or also that are going, maybe getting to algebra 2, that you kind of want to see what to expect for algebra 2, I would definitely recommend, checking out the course. It's something you can log into and you can use as long as you need it. But it's definitely going to be from at least the algebra 2 to to calculus kind of frame. It's designed to get students prepared for pre-calculus. But that is something I will be releasing. So I did want to do at least a live stream to let you guys know about that. I think now, guys, it is in July. This is the first live stream, right? Yep, I have in July. So from now on, from here going out, I want to start preparing you guys for this upcoming school year. So no, it is going to be a free class that I have preparing for pre-calculus. And it's going to have a whole bunch of content. It'll have my videos. It'll have some worksheets you can work on. Everything that I believe should give you a solid foundation for the pre-calculus. And I know, I'm sure probably some people ask for geometry and algebra 2 and AP calculus. I just don't have everything prepared as of yet, guys. But that is something that I am looking into kind of creating as we go throughout this year. So I am looking into providing some more content throughout those different content areas. But for as of right now, I am still going to have to just kind of focus in on the pre-calculus. But I think one of the things that I want everybody to kind of focus on and prepare for is, now that we've kind of entered into July, it does come to that time to start preparing for. Yeah, 6 hours. I have many more of those as well, Addie, too. A couple more actually going to be releasing as well. So I'll have analytic geometry as well, but that's a long time for those 6 hours. And you know, it's obviously that's a great thing if you're in that course to go ahead and watch. That will give you a good review of stuff. But there's a lot more that I want to make sure you guys have in store, you know, or at least are prepared for, because, you know, one of the videos that I made a couple weeks back was, you know, should you take summer school or not? And it was really important for me to have students that, you know, really step away, to enjoy a, you know, weekend like myself, and not to be doing any math, or not to be thinking about doing any math. And but I also feel that it's really important, like, hey, if you're taking a summer school course, or if you are, if you need that kind of refresher, like, yeah, that's, you know, that's important for a lot of students. It's not everybody needs to not do something, or take a, you know, an extra course over the summer. But I think now, as we are getting ready, or going back to the school year, I think you really need to start making that mental shift. And that's something that I kind of naturally, kind of always do. I mean, obviously, not naturally, I always do. Let me put it to you this way. I've been doing it for my whole life, right? Ever since I've been in high school, I went to college, and then I became a teacher. So I'm very used to every August is being like the beginning of the year, as far as my school year. So that's just kind of something I would say I'm pre-programmed for being. And while I don't want you to give up on your summers, I do feel it's very, very important for you guys to start looking at what are some things that you can start to do to start getting prepared for the school year. And, you know, like I said, for pre-calculus, I have a course, that is a free course, again, that I will be releasing next week, that you guys can go ahead and check out. If, it's going to mostly go through a lot of Algebra 2 content, and maybe some stuff you cover in Algebra 2, maybe you didn't. And I think that's the hard thing about going into this year is we all have different experiences of how this year went for us. And, you know, some of us might have covered everything we needed to cover, and then some of us might have some serious gaps in our learning and understanding. So I think it's going to be important for you to go back through the content that you were supposed to learn, and go back through the tests, go back through the quizzes, and just, you know, spend some time each and every week really reviewing a lot of that content. And yes, pre-calculus is the course that comes before calculus. And, you know, kind of go through all that content, do some extra practice problems, do the problems that are in there. And just so I feel like entering into the classroom, there's such a great, what's the word I'm thinking of? The confidence. You'll have such a stronger confidence as you're going into the school year, going back through a lot of stuff. Because, I mean, let's be frank, guys, even if you had a great, successful year, if you don't do anything as you're preparing for this upcoming year, you're going to forget a lot of stuff, and you're not going to be as strong in a lot of the content that you're expecting to, right? So I would definitely recommend going through a lot of the content that you were supposed to learn last year. Even if you felt good, even if you got A's, even if you got B's, go back through it. Go over some practice problems. And like I said, I have some of that already designed for you guys. I might be able to do some more for some other courses, but it's really just going to depend on the time that I have for you guys, you know, that I'm able to do. And Addie is obviously being amazing and providing you guys with a lot of different content that I already have for you guys. But I think that, you know, that's definitely designed for the pre-calculus, because that's what I've taught for a majority of the time. But, you know, if you have some other content in there that or whatever courses, like, go back through what you've already had. You know, I think that would definitely be something like that. All right, so that's about all that I have for you guys. Is, you know, I wanted to let you guys know about my pre-calculus course. It is free. Again, I will be releasing it next week. I'll let you guys know all the details. And then also I'll try to see what I can also do for other courses as we're getting closer to the school year. It's really just going to depend on how my the rest of the summer goes once I get back from our trip, to be able to do from what I'm able to create. But I would like to get some extra things going for calculus, for Algebra 2, and everything else. So we'll see about that, guys. I'm not going to make any promises, but I will absolutely do the best I can. All right, Dobie, I do not know why my dislike ratio is turned off. I have no idea. This is maybe only my third or fourth time that I've gone live from my phone, so maybe some things are different, but who cares? If you want to like or dislike the video, that is all on you. And yes, thank you so much, Addie, for hopping in. Typically, guys, every Sunday night, if this is your first live stream, I did want to let you guys know, I can kind of be a little candid, I guess, with you. Some other things that I'm going to be doing differently that I think I'll probably do this in August, maybe. I think starting in August, I'm just going to start going back to traditional Q&As. I'm not going to do a theme. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a lot of the themes and actually make them a standalone video. So that way I can actually get right into my video each and every week that I want to create. And then you guys can watch that. You can replay it. You can save it for later, blah, blah, blah. But, those videos are only going to be 5 to 10 minutes. And then it's nice because it's going to get right to the point. Whereas for those of you that like to join in for my Q&As to ask questions, you don't have to wait 30 minutes for me to blab, about something before I get to your question. I will start the each Sunday night live stream with the Q&A and get right to it, and also answer your questions that way. And I think that's for a lot of you, that will be, very helpful. I love it. I literally just forgot. So one of the things I talked about earlier is, well, hey, hello from Pakistan. But yeah, it was the 4th of July and here in America, and I completely was celebrating with my family, and we're on our cabin. As you can see, I'm not in front of my computer, and I just completely forgot. I literally woke up this morning and was like, oh, I forgot to do my live stream. It's a Sunday, and that's kind of the benefits of sometimes being on vacation and not being in front of your computer, that you kind of lose track of time. You lose track of the days. And yeah, I think I've done it a couple times. That's why it was very important for me today was like, I have to go live. From there, I couldn't read. I was trying to read some of those. So yeah, it happens, guys. It's I usually don't schedule anything for my live streams just because it is something that is something that's so ingrained in my school. So yeah, so this case was I'm not in my own element, then you can obviously see that that's where I made a mistake and didn't show up. So sorry about that, but I'm so glad you guys could show up for once you saw this announcement. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, some things I'm definitely looking forward to the new school year. I'm looking forward to adding in some more content. I'm looking forward to redoing these live streams. I'm looking forward to getting some of you guys into the pre-calculus course, so therefore you guys can get prepared. For those of you taking pre-calculus, for those of you taking calculus, for those of you in algebra 2, I think all of those videos that I have there are going to be very helpful for you. So definitely something that I am excited for. Dave said, do you talk about mathematics in Algebra 1? Yes, I do. All right. I'm trying to learn trigonometry pre-calculus summer before school starts. Is it possible to do 6 weeks? Yes. So KT, next week, please show up on the live stream. You will be able to see everything I have is exactly what you are dealing with. I have a 4-week course. No, actually, never mind. That's not going to teach you pre-calculus. Sorry, but that will get you prepared for a lot of the algebra that is in pre-calculus. So hopefully that would be something that would help you out. I do have some longer form videos on pre-calculus that you can definitely, go ahead and watch and kind of take you through a course. But yeah, it's definitely something you could easily do in 6 weeks if that's what you're trying to accomplish. But it's going to take a lot of work, so make sure you're putting in the practice. Challenger Man, well, good to have you from India. Well, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. It's I wouldn't consider myself a great mathematician, but somebody that has definitely put in a lot of effort and work. I think I can actually go up. Yes, I can. Okay, yeah, I was trying to go back through. I do have some probability and stats, but not a lot. And Zong, you're very, very welcome from Ocean City, Maryland. You're happy to be able to help you out. How do you study physics? I don't know. I do not teach physics in my school. Is every math applicable to life? That's a great question. I don't think, I guess what it depends on if you're talking about applicable, if you're talking about directly or indirectly applicable. And I guess I would say indirectly, yes. Directly, that could be a good debate question as far as how is it directly related in kind of each circumstance. But, I don't really like to I think a lot of the math that we study and what we've come up with has not always been for the direct application. A lot of times we look for that because that is a great way for us to, kind of see its use and see its importance. But sometimes that is something that's hidden for years and years until a proper application can be found. So that's my kind of workaround answer, I guess I would say. Is functions hard? I'm really trying to study math. I mean, it's pre-calculus hard, when, pre-calculus hard, calculus 1, calculus 2. I think it's really just kind of depends on your, where you're kind of at and the kind of circumstance where you're taking that course. One of the things that, I mean, it obviously can depend on, your professor, your teacher, and, your prerequisite courses, but also you can just taking like, what's your workload? If you're taking a whole bunch of classes and in addition to that one class and you're kind of spread thin, that class, if you're not able to put in the time and the effort into one class, like it's going to feel harder than the other classes. In comparison, if you have like a light course load and your one hard class is your only one hard class, if you're able to put in that extra effort, then it could seem easier than it could be to somebody else, so that's always a kind of a hard question to ask. And I think, I don't know, everybody wants to kind of get as much information as they possibly can about it. But I think it's really just, doing your best and putting yourself in the best position as you can. And yeah, and kind of move forward from there. Do you know, hi brother India, well, glad to have you on. I don't know any other, go there. I'm very good in math, so it's not too frank for, yes. Yeah, and I know a lot of my students are in pre-calculus. They have a very, very, very heavy AP workload, which is awesome. I mean, I love the fact of students stretching themselves, and I think that's very important for you to be able to do that. But I also don't want you to lose sight of feeling incomplete or not worthy if you're not able to do your absolute best. Because if you're taking a full workload of AP classes, that's a lot. It is a lot, and don't feel that the pressure is going to be too, overwhelming. If that is the case, then it might be something you might have to reconsider, because I think it's important to always push yourself and to stretch yourself as much as possible. But I think there's also a balance to be able to enjoy the process, enjoy the time that you can while you're in high school, and also to have the foundations. I mean, if you have an A and you're getting college credit, but then you're expected to know that information when you get to college and you don't know it because you were just playing the system, playing the game, that could be an issue, if you're just cramming all that information. So enjoy the process, make sure you're learning the content you need to learn, but yeah, challenge yourself, stretch yourself. I think that's very, very important for students to be able to put in. And, and I don't think a lot of students put that much into it because they're so worried so many times about their grade, and how they're going to look to their friends. Is it B? I think of being an honors AP class is not bad. I don't think you should define, I don't think any grade is going to define who you are and what you're capable of. So I think anything above a C, if you put in the effort, is going to be fine. And there's a case to be made if, going for C's and not trying to get A's, for certain classes. I mean, we don't need everybody to be A's in every class, right? We need really, really strong, solid students in some courses, and we don't need everybody to be perfect in every single class. So I think it's definitely something where you're going to want to make sure you put your time and attention into the correct courses and go from there, and don't overwhelm yourself. Don't put too much pressure on you to have A's or the best absolute grade and everything, because I don't think grades, in the end, anybody that's going to tell you when they've been removed from school is going to tell you, that the grades, while they do serve a purpose, initially, like, we don't care about your grades once you get past a certain point, right? I mean, they serve as a ranking, and they are helpful, but they're not going to define you. They're not going to define if you're successful in life, if you're better than one student or another student. You got to look within yourself, determine what is the most important, and work hard. And I think if you can kind of keep those in perspective, then you're going to be okay. And not to overwhelm yourself and try to take too little things too seriously, or take the little things for granted. I think those are some very, very important things that I want all of you to kind of consider from there. So anyways, guys, Therefore, you guys, what I do want to let you know is I will be, again, opening up this course or opening up my free pre-calculus course to get you guys prepared for next year. That'll be happening next week. I will also be answering your questions next week. Unlike this week, and then also I'll be changing up the cadence here a little bit, and I'm going to start getting more into your questions and kind of saving this chit chat, or at least the kind of topics that I want to talk about for some different standalone videos. So definitely some good things are coming down my channel, guys. I am greatly looking forward to adding those to you. Thank you so much for joining me on this live stream tonight. I do apologize for missing you on the 4th, but hopefully for those of you in the United States, you were busy celebrating, watching fireworks, and you kind of totally forgot about my stream as well. Maybe you didn't totally forget about my stream, but anyways, I know each and every night, guys, you are not able to make the stream, but I greatly appreciate for those of you that were able to join me and were looking forward to me last night, and I do apologize I didn't make it, but otherwise, guys, have a great, excellent week, and I will see you next week. All right, cheers.